Hey guys, thanks for being here and watching. This is part 2 to the video that I posted last night. Thank you guys for liking and leaving me your comments. I think I have almost replied to everybody, and it's just very interesting to see everybody's opinion. You know, collectively, I think we can figure some stuff out or help each other. Anyway, so this interview that we're about to watch, or rather me dissect, is an interview that I think all of us have seen, the one with Kate and Jagger going to Reno with Fox 40. Now, the reason why I'm bringing this video back is only because through that MB Inc. YouTube channel, I found, well, she provided the original newscast from Fox 40, but from the website. So I had to record this from their website. The way this interview here is presented is not on YouTube, or at least not on KCRA official YouTube. So anyway, there were some things in this interview that I didn't know about or I hadn't heard. So if that's the case, maybe you haven't either. And if you have, then let's discuss it. So anyway, here we go. Now, we all know that Jagger called himself boyfriend, even though they were broken up. That's not the point, but it's just something to consider. Is it possible that he didn't want to break up with her? So when this tragedy happened, he introduced himself to the media and, to the world as still Kiely's boyfriend. And that's just a side thought, but something to consider.
And we know that you spoke exclusively with Kiely's close friend and her boyfriend, who checked some of the locations where they know that teen spent time before. Right.
Nikki and Eric, her boyfriend Jagger took us to this location. You could look behind me and see the beautiful lights of downtown Reno. He said they love spending hours up here. In fact, one time they were locked in. The gates were locked behind them, that they ended up spending the night in their car. Now, her friends...
I had never heard that part before, that them getting locked in and spending the night there. So, yeah, I mean, mom trusted Kiely. Right? She spent the night there with Jagger because they got locked in. It's just interesting to learn these new details about her life, I guess.
Described her as a very strong woman. She was a fighter.
And yeah, there we go with the fighter comment again.
And they said definitely they are confident that she is still alive.
I mean, so early in the investigation. I mean, at this point she'd been missing for just a day, and you're thinking, I guess, the worst. I mean, then again, yeah, maybe that's natural, but I don't know. It's just a weird statement to me, but that's just my personal opinion.
It's been
5 days since Kiely Rodni's boyfriend Jagger Westfall has heard from her. He says they texted each other before she left for a senior farewell party at the Prosser family campground, the last place anyone so far has reported seeing her.
And at 10:30, she responded to what I was saying and just said, "Oh, I'm sorry that you're going through that." And that was the last time I heard from her.
And so this is why I gave my opinion earlier in the video, because here they say that he messaged her before she went to the party. So way before 10:30, but 10:30 is when Kiely replied. I'm just maybe assuming that he was trying to contact her. Maybe he wanted to get back together with her. Again, this is all just my opinion, but what do you think about that possibility?
Kiely's close friend Kate Kuno says they spent the afternoon together on Friday, just hours before she disappeared.
The day of the party, I hung out with her. We made creme brulee. Everything was normal. I don't think she ran away. I would have noticed if something was slightly off.
While law enforcement, including the FBI, continued their search today in and around Prosser Campground and Reservoir, Jagger, Kate, and another friend went to Reno to do their own search for Kiely.
Now, this little part was left out of the newscast from the YouTube videos that I saw from KCRA, but here they say they don't think she's in Truckee.
They don't believe she's still in Truckee. Kate said the day before the party, she and Kiely and some friends came to Reno to have some fun. Reno was also a place that Jagger said he and Kiely could get away and have some special time here.
Okay, so essentially, Kate and Kiely made creme brulee the same day they came back from Reno with some friends. Was Jagger with them? Were they hanging out with him in Reno? Is that why they go? Because Kiely goes to Reno to hang out with Jagger, right? Also, it's this special spot is where Kylie and him go to have, special time. Yes, and also, you know, I'm going to assume that this was the first place that they went to, and by inviting Fox News to go with them is interesting in itself, but you guys can unpack that and let me know what you guys think in the comments. But again, they said they don't think she's in Truckee, and they go there to look for her. I've always had this theory that something possibly happened to Kylie at some point. Did she ever come back from Reno? But that is just one of my personal theories. Again, I also believe there might, if she did make it to Truckee, that there was a fight and something happened. So, it's kind of, it gets difficult sometimes, but I do consider many possibilities.
They welcome Fox 40 to go along with them as they headed to the hills.
A place where Jagger and Kylie have spent countless hours.
This was definitely one of our most frequented places.
Okay, and so this is going to be a little bit of this interview that I hadn't seen again on KCRA YouTube. But they talk about her ending up with the wrong crowd and how Kylie was trained by Jagger and her dad to basically get out of situations or fight or whatever. Again, now I'm thinking about fighting. Does Jagger think that maybe something could have happened at this party as well? I mean, has he considered that?
In Reno to hang out, and there's barely ever anyone here.
They say if Kylie ended up with the wrong crowd that night, they're confident she can take care of herself.
Her dad.
Okay, and now I'm gonna look too much into what was just said, but I think that's maybe why you're here. But wrong crowd, not with malicious man or malicious people that are trying to abduct her, but just, it sounds to me like wrong crowd, like wrong group of friends, wrong people. Like, are there people that go to these parties that end up doing bad things to people? Does this happen often, I guess, is what I'm wondering.
Taught her a lot of stuff about self-defense, things like that. I taught her how to get out of sticky situations. And I know that she's smart. She wouldn't do something that's gonna definitely put her life in risk.
Everything I know about Kylie, she's just an amazing person. She's strong. She's not dumb. She's not gonna do something that she knows is gonna put herself in danger.
Here, I really appreciate how Kate is speaking of Kylie, saying that she's not stupid. She wouldn't do anything that would cause her harm, which is what many of us believe of Kylie. I mean, we don't personally know her, but this person does claim to be one of her good friends. And so that's why I believe, this narrative that she was highly intoxicated and just made a wrong turn in basically her backyard, because she knows this place, that she just was so dumb to just drive her car into the lake. The girl that is outdoorsy, the girl that was riding snowmobiles at a young age. I mean, again, this is just us looking from the outside in.
I really need her back, and I mainly just need to know that she's safe. That's all I really need at this point, and I just really want to hug her again.
All right, some of you might hate me after this, but I remember the first time that I saw Jagger's interview, this interview popped into my brain. Now, don't get too crazy. I am not saying that Jagger murdered Kylie. That's not at all what I'm saying. And if you don't know who this man is on the screen, his name is Chris Watts. And before I was, researching the Kylie case, I was really into researching this case because, again, there are some discrepancies in this case that just bother the heck out of me. Anyway, if you know about this interview in particular. But again, I'm not saying that Jagger is like this man on the screen who basically murdered his entire family for his mistress, allegedly. That's the story. Anyway, if you guys want to do a live on that, I could go on forever. Either way, when I heard Jagger's interview, this one popped into my head, and I know I'm not the only one. I've had this discussion with friends, but I did want to put that in here because it's just always what I think about. It's crazy.
I mean, could she just taken off? I don't know, but if somebody has her and they're not safe, I want them back now.
Now, we know that Jagger is staying with Kiely's mom tonight. If they are tuned in, we wish them well after a long day of searches. And Jagger just wants everyone to know that people are out there that know something. He encourages them to give the Placer County Sheriff's Office a call. You can stay anonymous.
And again, this little snippet too. Jagger knows that someone knows something and they need to say something. People are literally afraid to speak up about what happened that night. You know, and that is what I think we can all agree on. So anyway, I just wanted to leave that with you. Thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. Again, this is a part 2 to the video from last night. If you haven't seen it, I'll link it down below here. But again, I want to know your opinions. I want to know your thoughts. And if you've already seen all of this, then I'm sorry for wasting your time, but let me know what you think. Thanks for watching. I'll see you soon. Bye, y'all.
Reporting live from Reno tonight, Rowena Shaddix, Fox 40 News.